Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Court shocker, Tony exposes Kody Brown's disturbing behavior toward Mykelti. Leaked clip revealed an explosive twist. In a jaw-dropping turn of events that has rocked the Sister Wives universe to its core, Tony Padron, Mykelti Brown's husband, has taken a bold and shocking stand. What started as whispers of tension between Tony and Kody Brown has now erupted into a full-blown scandal, as Tony steps into the spotlight to expose what he calls disturbing and inappropriate behavior Kody allegedly directed toward Mykelti over the years. In a dramatic and unexpected courtroom development linked to an ongoing family legal dispute, a leaked clip has surfaced, and it has left even longtime Sister Wives fans reeling in disbelief. The clip, which has not yet aired on television but has been verified by multiple behind-the-scenes sources as real, allegedly captures Kody in an unfiltered moment, agitated, aggressive, and shockingly dismissive toward Mykelti during a tense family interaction. The footage, reportedly filmed during a private family mediation session that was later submitted as part of legal proceedings regarding property division and contractual obligations with TLC, was never intended to see the light of day. But now, thanks to a series of courtroom leaks and Tony's fierce commitment to protecting his wife and children, the truth is starting to emerge, and it's not pretty. According to Tony's courtroom statement, Kody didn't just fail Mykelti as a father. He allegedly subjected her to years of emotional manipulation and moments of verbal intimidation that no young woman should have to endure, especially not from her own parent. He treated her like she was disposable, Tony told the court, his voice reportedly shaking with emotion. Like she was just another obligation in a family he was clearly no longer emotionally invested in. And when she stood up for herself, he made her feel like she was the problem. The clip in question reportedly shows Mykelti trying to express her frustration over Kody missing key milestones in her life, her engagement, the birth of her twins, and several holidays she had hoped would be shared with all sides of the family. But rather than listening with empathy, Kody is seen raising his voice, deflecting blame, and accusing Mykelti of trying to turn people against him. The tension reaches a chilling climax when he leans forward, visibly angry, and says something along the lines of, "You don't get to question me. You don't understand what I've sacrificed." For longtime viewers who've watched Kody's spiraling relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Mary, this clip doesn't feel entirely out of character, but the rawness and undeniable pain on Mykelti's face in the footage reportedly left the courtroom in stunned silence. Even the judge is said to have paused proceedings to address the gravity of what had just been viewed. Tony, who up until now has kept relatively quiet about the Brown family drama, explained in his testimony that he could no longer stay silent after witnessing what he called a pattern of gaslighting and emotional neglect. According to Tony, Kody has long played favorites, and Mykelti, despite being one of his biological children, often found herself on the losing end of that emotional calculus. "He acts like her love is a burden," Tony said. "She used to cry herself to sleep wondering why she wasn't enough for her father. And I can't watch her carry that pain anymore." Sources say Christine Brown, Mykelti's mother, was visibly emotional during the court hearing, nodding in agreement with Tony's testimony and later confirming that she, too, had long felt concerned about the way Kody dismissed or undermined their daughter. "She's strong," Christine reportedly told the court, "but that doesn't mean she deserved to be treated like she didn't matter." Perhaps the most damning part of the leaked clip? Robyn Brown's presence. In the background, Robyn is seen smirking, not intervening, even as Mykelti breaks down and tries to explain why she feels like her father's love comes with strings. The dynamic is chilling, and fans who have since viewed fragments of the footage through social media leaks are now asking one burning question: did Robyn help create the environment that led to this kind of breakdown? The fanbase, already divided and disillusioned by Kody's increasingly erratic behavior over the past few seasons, has erupted online. Hashtags like #JusticeForMykelti and #TonyDidWhatKodyWoon are trending across platforms, as viewers rally behind Tony's decision to protect his wife and expose the deep dysfunction that TLC has tried to edit around for years. Meanwhile, Kody's defense? Predictably evasive. His legal team claims the clip was taken out of context and that Tony's accusations are part of a personal vendetta rooted in unresolved family disagreements. But with so many other adult children, like Gwendolyn, Peyton, and even Logan, voicing similar frustrations about Kody's inconsistent parenting, that defense is growing thinner by the day. And while TLC has yet to issue a statement about the leaked footage, insiders say network executives are scrambling. Some fear this could jeopardize Season 20's entire narrative arc, while others reportedly see it as an opportunity to confront the truth and finally give the adult children space to share their version of events. There's even buzz that Tony and Mykelti could be at the center of an upcoming special episode, an unfiltered sit-down where they finally tell everything. But the fallout doesn't stop there. In the days following the courtroom shocker, Mykelti reportedly received dozens of texts and missed calls from Kody, none of which she responded to. Sources close to her say she's drawing a firm boundary now, not just for herself, but for the sake of her children. She doesn't want her babies growing up around toxic cycles, an insider shared. She gave Kody chance after chance. Now she's done. As for Tony, fans are hailing him as the unsung hero of the Brown family saga. A man who saw the pain, stood by his wife, and chose truth over silence, even when it meant confronting the so-called patriarch of one of reality TV's most infamous families. Tony said what needed to be said, one fan posted. Finally, someone is holding Kody accountable. And if this is just the beginning of what Tony knows, then Sister Wives may be heading for its most explosive season yet. With Christine and Janelle already rebuilding their lives and the children taking center stage in the emotional reckoning, it's clear that the show's original premise of unity and shared values has shattered into something unrecognizable. But from the wreckage, something new is emerging: truth, healing, and the unflinching bravery of those like Tony Padron who refuse to let dysfunction hide behind a camera lens. As more footage leaks and the courtroom battles intensify, one thing is clear. The courtroom was silent, eerily so, as the footage began to play. What started as a tense custody hearing involving financial disclosures and family disputes erupted into a full-scale public relations disaster for Kody Brown, the man who once proudly stood at the center of the plural marriage experiment that captivated the nation. But now, with each passing second of the leaked courtroom clip, the golden mask of Father Kody was slipping, revealing something far darker, far more disturbing than fans of Sister Wives ever imagined. The clip, leaked to the press by an anonymous source, but quickly confirmed by court insiders, captured a moment that has since ignited a firestorm across social media and within the Brown family itself. The footage wasn't meant to be public. It was taken during a private segment of a legal hearing in which Tony Padron, husband of Mykelti Brown, took the stand to give a sworn statement. And what he said shook every corner of the courtroom. Calm, composed, but visibly carrying the weight of years of silence, Tony sat before the judge and lawyers and dropped a bombshell that left jaws on the floor. "I'm not here to start drama," Tony began, his voice shaking slightly, "but I've kept my mouth shut for a long time. And I won't anymore." Kody's behavior toward Mykelti hasn't just been neglectful, it's been emotionally abusive, manipulative, and disturbing. Audible gasps echoed from the gallery, and even the judge leaned forward, eyes narrowing. Tony continued, recounting moments he said had haunted him for years, moments when Kody publicly praised Robyn's children while ignoring Mykelti's birthdays, holidays, and even the birth of her twins. "He didn't show up," Tony said flatly. "Not for the delivery. Not for the baby shower. Not even a phone call. Mykelti cried for hours after the twins were born, not because of the pain, but because her father didn't even text. And this wasn't a one-time mistake. This is a pattern. He shows up for who he wants to, and he punishes those who don't obey his narrative." Then came the most explosive part, the moment that caused the courtroom to freeze like a bomb had detonated. Tony revealed a private family video, captured without intention to ever share, showing Kody in what appeared to be a private Zoom call with several family members. In it, Mykelti tried to express her feelings calmly about being left out, and what followed was a tirade from Kody that many now call emotional abuse. "You're always so dramatic, Mykelti," Kody said, his tone dripping with sarcasm in the video. This isn't about you. Everything isn't always about you. If you were more grateful, more respectful like Robin's kids, maybe you'd get more from me. The words stung across the courtroom like a slap. The judge paused the footage, stunned. Tony, voice breaking, explained that this moment had been just one of many similar conversations. She stopped speaking up after that, he said. Because what was the point? Every time she tried to open her heart to her father, he shut it down. He compared her to Robin's kids, weaponized guilt, and made her feel like she had to earn his love with obedience. That's not fatherhood. That's control. The courtroom was reeling. Kody, seated at the defense table, stared stone-faced, his attorney scrambling to regain control. But the damage was done. The leaked clip had made its way to the press within hours, igniting headlines across the nation. Kody Brown emotionally abuses daughter? Tony Padron exposes dark family secret. Leaked court footage shows Brown family in shock. Mykelti, who had remained largely silent in the public feud between Kody and his estranged wives, finally broke her silence after the clip went viral. In a tearful Instagram live, she addressed the world. I didn't want this out there. I didn't want people to see what I went through. But now that it's out, I'll say this. Tony told the truth. I've spent years trying to convince myself that my dad loved me the way I needed him to. But he didn't. And I'm done pretending. Fans flooded social media with support, demanding accountability, many even calling for TLC to cut ties with Kody permanently. But perhaps the most powerful reaction came from inside the Brown family itself. Christine, Mykelti's mother, appeared visibly emotional when asked about the leak in a recent interview. I knew things weren't good, she said, voice cracking, but I didn't know it was that bad. My daughter deserved a father, not a critic. Even Janelle chimed in with support, posting, what Tony said took courage. The truth matters. Our kids matter. And while Robin has yet to issue a statement, sources say she was blindsided by the leak and is desperately trying to contain the fallout. But for Kody, there may be no more controlling the narrative. The courtroom bombshell, combined with the viral outrage, has forced him into a corner. Public sympathy is dwindling. His image as the spiritual patriarch of a loving plural family has been shredded, replaced by a haunting image, that of a man who punished his own daughter for being different, for speaking out, for not fitting his mold. And as the family fractures further, one thing is clear, Tony Padron's truth-telling may have finally exposed the last rotten pillar holding Kody's crumbling empire upright. In a saga already defined by betrayal, broken promises, and fractured homes, this court shocker might be the one truth bomb that finally brings the House of Brown crashing down for good.